I think this is really interesting, man. This is Ken Griffin, and this video has been circulating for a while now. This is Ken Griffin explaining what hedge funds like Citadel and others do to stocks.
And that markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities. Firms like Citadel. That markets are efficient because of active managers setting the prices of securities. Firms like Citadel, firms like Fidelity, firms like Viking Global, Capital Research. We're all running large teams of people that are engaged in fundamental research, trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued. Trying to drive the value of companies towards where we think they should be valued. And passive investing, in a sense, enjoys the market efficiency that we create in our work each and every day. And that markets are efficient.
Isn't that something? Go ahead and drive the prices to where we think they're worth. Where we think the value of the company should be here, so we'll go ahead and drive it there. That's not how you thought and I thought the market worked when we first got into it, right? We didn't think that. We thought the market worked off technical analysis, how well a company is, how well their balance sheet is. You know, what are the things that they're doing to drive profitability? Debt. Are they knocking down debt? Are they eliminating debt? We thought that these were all the factors that did it. Who knew? It was companies like Citadel and others that figured, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and drive the prices down to where we think they're worth. There couldn't possibly be any conflict of interest in that strategy. Can't possibly be conflict of interest, right? No way. So let's take a quick look at this man's arch nemesis, Mr. Devin Nunes of DJT.
Rough stuff. I would say this, that, I spent my career in Washington doing some of the most complicated investigations that there's ever been in Washington, some of the biggest scandals that there were. And so if people are screwing with this stock, we're not playing games with them. We're going to find out because, we know that with our retail shareholder base, we're not stupid here. We know that all the big banks in this country are not going to recommend our stock. They're not going to put it into their fund. So we're relying on retail investors to invest in the stock. That's okay. That's not a problem. But if the big banks and the trading companies don't actually have the shares to short, that's a big problem. So if they think they're going to screw with us and they think we're not going to figure it out, I got news for them. We're going to come after them. And
Amen.
That's what we're doing.
Rough stuff.
I would say this, that, I spent my career in Washington doing some of the most
He said, amen. We're going to come after you. So the reason why I played those clips back to back is Ken Griffin and Devin Nunes have had some choice words for each other on social media. Let me see if I could find it. See if I can find it right here. I know these gentlemen do not care very much for each other. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Oh, let's take a look here. We'll get it back over to Twitter. There you are. Let's take a look. This is from Stephanie, one of the apes in the community. This was about 6 months ago when Ken Griffin at Citadel called Devin Nunes a loser for raising concerns over irregularities in DJT. If old Kenny wasn't doing shady market manipulation, naked short selling, he wouldn't feel threatened and react to any he wouldn't feel threatened or react to any questions regarding the issue. And this is, it's got Donald Trump, J.D. Vance, Elon Musk, Vivek Ramaswamy. So, you know what? Let's take a look here. Take a quick look. Let's take a quick look. Ken Griffin, Citadel calls Trump media CEO a loser after he wrote a letter to NASDAQ claiming to be a victim of potential market manipulation. Hilarious, man. Citadel Securities has blasted the CEO of Trump Media and Technology Group, parent company True Social, after the executive accused Ken Griffin, founding company, of potential market manipulation. Imagine that, Ken Griffin being accused of stock market manipulation. After watching the video from before on Thursday, Devin Nunes, CEO of TMTG, wrote to NASDAQ CEO Adina Friedman, claiming stocks in his company had fallen foul of naked short selling, a process of traders offloading stocks before they have either borrowed the assets or ensured it can be borrowed. Miami-based Citadel Securities, where Griffin serves as founder and non-executive chairman, was named among the group allegedly engaged in this activity. Imagine that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. True Social CEO. This is from Cat Striker. True Social CEO Ken Griffin. True Social CEO Ken Griffin. You aren't going to screw with us, and we are going to come after you. Ken Griffin's response: Devin Nunes is the proverbial loser who tries to blame naked short selling for his falling stock price. Nunes is exactly the type of person. Donald Trump would have fired on The Apprentice. If he worked for Citadel Securities, we would fire him, as ability and integrity are at the center of everything we do. That's such a lie. Let's see here. True Social, rather than support our common sense efforts to promote transparency and compliance, Citadel Securities bizarrely targeted our CEO with an unhinged attack. Here's our response. Citadel Securities, a corporate behemoth that has been fined and censured for an incredibly wide range of offenses, including issues related to naked short selling, and is world famous for screwing over everyday retail investors at the behest of other corporations, is the last company on earth that should lecture anyone on integrity. Totally agree with that. I love it. I love that people are fighting back. They're fighting back against stock market manipulation. They're fighting back against crime in the markets. Once again, True Social, Citadel Securities, a corporate behemoth that has been fined and censured for an incredibly wide range of offenses, including issues related to naked short selling, and is world famous for screwing over everyday retail investors at the behest of other corporations, is the last company on earth that should lecture anyone on integrity. I love it, man. I'm glad they said it. I'm so glad they said it, man.
Would you support Donald Trump if he runs again for president in 2024?
I think it's time for America to move on. The 4 years under President Trump were so pointlessly divisive, it was not constructive for our country.